This is my review on Michael Bay's Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So, April O'Neil, played by Megan Fox, runs into the Turtles and becomes buds with them. The Turtles have to take down the Shredder. Splinter wants the Turtles to stay out of it once the Shredder comes to the land and the Splinter gets kidnapped. Splinter gets kidnapped and by the Shredder, and all Raphael's brothers gets kidnapped and tortured and get their blood drained to redo the thing to everyone else in the entire city block for some not very clear thing, but it is fun to watch. So the Shredder can take over the world, and Raphael is on it, gets April and her friend called Creepy Guy, who is way older than April. He looks it. And there's under the delusion that April's into him, which she's not at all. And that's much as that gets to develop. He stays delusional that April will ever warm up to him, which she won't. Not in the franchise, and not in this movie either. So April helps the Turtles out, and helps a turtle out. Raphael's the only turtle left. So Raphael goes on to take down the entire Foot Clan to get his brothers back and bring Splinter home. He does it in the most heartwarming way possible when Abel finds out that these near Sharp and John, and it's very funny when they get shots of Joe. He said, I feel so, I feel incredible. I feel clean. What's clean the Joe? It's so funny. And this is, Sean Joe while the, Raphael's getting his ass handed by the Shredder. And, Abel gives him a shot from John because there's from their blood getting drained by Shredder's henchmen and the Foot Clan. His plans, his motivations are not really explained, but it's entertaining. The Shredder is a CGI character in this, and they explain the Turtles' origins and how they learned to fight is because Splinter picked up a fighting manual and taught the Turtles learned from it, and taught the Turtles how to learn from it while they were living in a sewer. It's a lot more believable than a rat learning kung fu from a Asian Chinese master like in the first one, I think. It's just a little anticlimactic, that's all. So, the Turtles team up in an elevator jamming. This is after a bunch of fight scene happens when they save Splinter. And the Turtles defeat Shred by making a game out of it, playing a game called Duck Duck. Buck Buck. And they defeat Shredder and looks like the Turtles are going to die, so Raphael decides to say how much he loves his brothers, and it's a cop out, they don't really die, obviously. And tease that Shredder's still alive, and he, obvious because he's in the second one. And the Turtles get a van because they somehow got driver's permit, and it ends with Mikey fooling with April, and April smiling towards the camera because she has friends now. The giant mutating turtles. And I like the part like when April points out how silly it sounds when she says so dramatically, and it says, and I like how this focuses heavily on the turtles, not on April and Neil. So I like when the part like when the turtle says, when you say it like that, it sounds kind of ridiculous. And I like the part when the fighting on top of the hill and sliding down after they discover they're bulletproof. I'm a little depressed right now in reviewing this, so that's my review on the Turtles. Teen Mutant Ninja Turtles from 2016. I really love this film. I thought it was kind of better than the first one. But it wasn't as good as the sequel to this. Give it a thumbs up.